Good morning, everyone. So, this is Vikas Raghuvanshi, and I'm back with my third session of the book World Power Made Easy. So, today was my session 3, and I won't be so chronological with all the topics or words that I read today, as I do not remember that all I have read yet. So, I'll be starting it in a bit. Let me recall a little bit, as I do not just memorize it or something like that. I just read and try to understand in my mind and just go through that in front of you all. So let's start. Today I again read the root words of which help us to understand the meaning of a new word without being itself known to us. So first of all, starting from that, I've learned several root words derived from several languages which meant something, and with the help of that, I was able to recognize the meaning. If I will be given four options, then I may be able to recognize the true meaning of the word. So let's start. Our first was like we read some words in our previous days, like introvert, extrovert, ambivert. So here is one common word. I means word, we can say that it's suffix. It is a suffix word. So all these three words are derived from the Latin verb, that was virtu, which means to turn. It means that, let's understand with the help of this. This is derived from the verb virtu, which means to turn. It means that if you turn your personality inwards, that you are more inner thinking, you think more in your inner way, then you are an introvert. But if you think more outwards, that is outer, then you are extrovert. Word means to turn, so we are turning. So if you turn both inwards and outwards when necessary, then you are an ambivert. So like this we can learn some more also. Like there is a term dexter, which is you can term as suffix. It's all the suffix, like, which means that skillful. And from earlier days, it has been considered that right hand means we say skillful, as most of the people in our Indian country are right handed, and they are more skillful, more productive with their right hand. So we can say that whenever we use dexterous, we will mean skillful. Like if we say dexterous, then it means skillful. It's clear to you all. Then after this we have ambidextrous. You know the meaning of ambi prefix. Ambi means two, denoting two, whether it be ambiguous or something. It is just ambi prefix means two. So when we say ambidextrous, and we are saying that we are referring to our right hand, we are saying ambidextrous as we have two hands, and in ambi means two and dexterous means skillful, then we are saying that both hands are skillful, that we are able to work with the same efficiency with our both hands. So in general, not going word wise, we are saying that our both hands are right hands, that is we can work skillfully with both our hands, and then it will be called ambidextrous. So it's clear, dexterous and ambidextrous. And so we can derive some more words from this. Dexterity, we will say dexterity, then it will be a skill, that is skill to write with both hands, or skill or being skillful with two hands, then we will call it dexterity. But you only have to consider that if you say dexterous alone, then you will say that dextrous. But after that, after the dexterous, we have ambidexterity, and when we will talk about ambidexterity, we'll have trous, that is after t, that is after t, e will follow the t word. But in our other word, that is dexterous, in dexterous there will be no t, that is after t there will be direct word which will follow the t, that is r. So after that we learned some other words also, like it was a Latin word virtu, which meant to turn. And the same as this, there is a French word for I mean that we are on the Latin word for now. Latin or Greek, I don't know. I don't remember it very well. But In Greek, sinister means left hand, and with as we meant with the right hand that we are skillful. And on the contrary of this, with sinister we consider it as left hand, that is awkward, as there are so less people who are left-handed, and we mean that they are awkward, or we can simply say that uh, threatening, unskillful, or something like these. Like if we when we say dexter, then we say skillful, and which means that we are referring to a right hand, as we can work more efficiently with a right hand. And after that we have sinister. Sinister means left hand, and by sinister we mean that left hand, that is we are not so much skillful or not so efficient with our left hand. So when we'll say something is awkward or less efficient, then we'll call it sinister, sinistrous. And in the same way, we have some more words which are derived from French language. Like for left hand, we will use the word gauche, gauche, Gauche. I don't remember. Please just confirm once more for your reference. Gauche. Gauche also refers to left hand. Awkward, you can say skillful. I mean unskilled, not skillful or threatening. So for gauche, when we call someone gauche, we just say that he is unskillful, threatening, or something like this. And on the contrary of this, there is also a word which is derived from French, which means right hand, which we call droit, which we call droit. Droit also means skillful. Like there are some words which are derived from the word droit. We say adroit. If we call someone adroit, means he is skillful in his work and he is efficient and productive with his skills. So we have I think I've completed our first part. I mean that there are some 3-4 parts I read in session 3. It was the longest session I have read till now. That's first session and second, and this was the third session, and it was the longest of all. So in second one, so in my second part, I have read some more, you can say prefix. Yeah, prefix and suffixes. I have read both. So let's start. As we've read in our previous sessions that some of the words are misogamist, misogynist, misanthropic. So here is one common thing, that is the prefix misine. It is derived from the suffix, I mean prefix misine, which means to hate. When we say misogynist, and for your reference, gyne, gyne means a woman. We are referring to a woman when we call someone a gyne. So you're clear with this. Miso, I mean misine, which was is the root prefix, which means that to hate, and gyne means women. And next you can consider it when there is some or adjective, or we are referring to a person, then it's a noun. So we will consider like that. So understanding the meaning from this, we can say that misane, we can write it miso, as it is a root word. So miso means to hate, and we said genus women, so we can consider the meaning from this only. Like miso means to hate, and gene means women. Then we said the one who is misogynist hates women. In the same way, uh, we can say that misogamy. Miso, you mean that to hate, and gamy means you can refer to marriage. Gamy, you can refer to marriage. So when we say misogamy, to hate marriage, and in the same way we say that misanthropy. So miso means to hate, and anthropy is derived from the word anthropos, I think, anthropos, which means mankind. So when you say misanthropic, then there is the same word misane, which means to hate, and anthropos, I earlier said that it means mankind. So we can say that one who hates mankind is known as a misanthropist. So let me make you aware of some more prefixes which will help you all. Like they are so easy. I think you all know this. Mono means one, bi means two, and poly means more than two or many. You can say. So from this we can understand many things, as we say that gamy means marriage, and gyne, gyne means women, and we call someone andro, we refer to man or husband. So now we'll understand several things. When we say monogamy, mono means single, gamy means marriage, means single marriage. When you have single wife, then it's monogamy. Then if you say polygamy, bigamy. We'll go in a chronological order. When we say bigamy, bi means two, gamy means marriage. Two marriage, we are referring that you are having two wives unlawfully. Then it is known as bigamy. And when you say polygamy, poly means, as I said, more than two or many. Then you will say you have many wives. You've done many marriages as per custom or old traditions. It can be anything. And after that, as we are saying that we can have many wives when we are saying polygamy or bigamy. The same goes with andry. Andry means husband. I mean, you can say having more husband. When we say monoandry, then we are referring to that we are having one husband. When we say bigamy, two husband, and polyandry is three husband. And and we said anthropos means meant mankind. So we have another word, philanthropist. You have I think you've heard about this. And in the same way we have anthropology. Anthropology refers to the study of mankind, or you can say study of and development of mankind. So in the same way we have philanthropist. Philanthropist means who contributes towards the mankind, towards society in a financial way by helping the ones who need help. So these are the things. So there were some more words as we have read that aesthetic. I don't remember the exact word, but this was meant to be askins, which means austere, or who do not want that worldly desires. When you have, whenever you call someone ascetic, is that you're calling him uh, who choose uh, who choose peace, calmness, and only that much food it's required to keep the body and soul together. He is free from worldly pleasures and everything. So I think we have read so many words and roots. So let's recall what we have read till now. Like, I do not remember all of them fluently, so I try to recall and will tell the same. So let's start. From first we had the word dexter. Dexter means right hand, and from right hand we refer to the meaning skillful. Whenever we call some dexterous, we can see that we are referring to the right hand or he is skillful. When we are saying ambidextrous, as I have said that ambi means two and dexterous means right hand or skillful, then that means you are skillful from both your hands. And from firstly we have started with the word virtu. Virtu means to turn, and virtu we have used an introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. So when someone turns inwards, we say introvert. When someone turn outwards, then we say extrovert. When someone turns both inward and outward, then we say he is an ambivert. So we have introvert, extrovert, ambivert, dexterous, ambidextrous, and then we have had sinister. The word sinister. Sinister refers to left hand or something which is awkward or who is unskillful. So this is the other word, that is sinister. After this, we had another root word which was gauche, which was derived from a French word which also meant left hand. You can consider it the same as sinister. And after this, we had the word driot. Driot. Driot meant right hand. You can consider it same as dexter or dexterous. When you call someone adroit, you combine A with the droid when you call someone skillful. What is the French word? Then after that we had some more words like misogynist, misogamist, misanthropy. So there is same origin root that is prefix in these words, that is misin, which means to hate. When you say misogynist and gyne means women, and uh, andros refers to men. You can say andros or andry. When we say that andry, it will refer to man or husband. So when you say misogynist, then miso means to hate, and gyne means women, and to hate women is known as misogynist. And when you hate a marriage, that is, then you will say misogamist, as gamy means marriage and miso means to hate marriage. Then we had the word philanthropist. Philanthropist, you can see a social worker who helps the people who are in need financially or in any way they need. And then after that we had some of our words or theories which related to marriage, like polygamy, monogamy, bigamy. So poly, mono, and bi, you have cleared the meaning. First is mono, which means one. Poly means many and means more than two, and bi means two. So when we see polygamy, then it is you have many wives or many marriages, and bigamy, two marriages, one monogamy, one marriage. So after that we have the word ascetic. Ascetic is someone who is free from the worldly pleasures, who does not want worldly pleasures, who refers to austerity, sincerity, and everything. So I think this was our session. We'll catch later. Thank you everyone for joining us.